What's
Welcome.
poppin'?
I'm Melanie,
I'm Mike.
and this
And
is
what we call it tonight?
I don't
All
know.
right,
We
so,
didn't
so
make it through.
right. So here's the thing for the ones that are coming in trying to figure out why we have nothing to say after that pause. So today was supposed to be the day we started on our new podcast on a new channel, and that new channel is called What Was Said Podcast. So that is what we will be going by. That is where we will
Oh,
be streaming from.
I wish we had the link. Do you have the link, child? Or do we even want to try to grab that amidst the
Yeah, no.
jungle?
That'll be in the comments or in the information
So, Mike,
below. Yeah.
how are you feeling? How is your mental health, honey? Because last week's show.
Yeah. No, my mental health is good. I'm here.
And
Amen.
that's all you can.
Because it
ask
seems
for.
like, like you said last week, it seems like every week there's
Every week.
RIP.
RIP.
So I'm just
PIR.
thankful that ABC BVD. But yeah, I'm just
I'll get her a little gift card, child, because she always the first one.
come on in attendance.
Come on in the room.
Yeah.
Come on in the room. Y'all, okay. If you watched last week's episode,
yes,
then you know that I had a little bit of something. I don't think I even told you this. After the show, I was so hungry. I was so hungry, and I DoorDashed a Big Mac combo from McDonald's. Okay. I ate it. I devoured it. I was starving.
Did you get it with cheese?
With cheese.
Ooh, okay.
I got it with cheese. I got it extra big size with fries, a diet Dr. Coke or Dr. Pepper, and I ate it. No, I was like, this is so good. It quenched me. And about 10 minutes later, I ordered another order from DoorDash. I ordered a quarter pounder with cheese, a fish sandwich, and I ate it.
Did you eat all of that?
I ate all of that.
Yeah, hold on, in the bed? Did you leave crumbs?
You know what? Here's the thing. I don't like to eat in the bed because I don't want crumbs in the bed, but I was that I couldn't get full. I was so hungry. I was starving.
Yes.
And that's why tonight it is just me and whiskey.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Got some whiskey in the cup with some good old conversation.
Whiskey in the, you know that song? Got my whiskey.
Nope.
You know that song?
I'm not even gonna lie. I can't even entertain that.
Do you know Mel Waters?
Is she black?
It's a he.
Is he black?
He's black.
My bad.
Got my whiskey. How it go? Got my whiskey.
And that's it?
I forgot the rest of the words, but that was one of my dad's my dad's favorite songs.
Okay.
So I should tell you a little bit about my family. Well, other than that, listen, I'm feeling, so here's the thing too, mental health. I'm a keep it above. I feel like I've been working in the field all day. I feel like I have been working in the field all day. I have worked so hard this week, and that's why I cannot wait to get to this show. I know that y'all can't wait to get to this show because it's such a release
of
the bull S of the week. Now, we got some topics tonight.
Yes, we do.
Got some topics tonight. But before we get into the topics, giving honor to God, from whom all blessings flow, we want to say a special RIP to Brother Tito Jackson, who was found unalive in Mexico.
Yes. Tito Jackson, you know. He was an American musician.
He was was he?
Yes, he was an American musician.
He was back in the day. You're right.
And a founding member of who? Jackson 5.
I remember, you know what? I hate to like steal the spotlight, but I remember when I was in middle school, we had a dance competition and we did like this whole tribute to Michael Jackson and we killed it. Did y'all ever have Best Foot Forward talent show?
You know what? We actually did have a talent show. I can't remember exactly what it was. It was quite some time ago, but we did have our talent shows, and yeah, we went in. I think, you know, it was me and two of my best friends actually at the time, and when I tell you we came up with one of the best
now you want to outdo me
in the
now
world.
You want to outdo me.
We did a backflip, we had a cartwheel,
please,
all of the above.
Show us a cartwheel right now.
When I tell you I would kick every curtain and hit every window inside this room, HOA will be mad at
oh
ME.
my God. Okay, homeowner, black man can, the black man can. Now, what's your favorite Tito Jackson song?
I really don't know, because I never listened to his songs. I did listen to Jackson 5. So any of the Jackson 5 songs is my favorite Tito song.
Name one. Just name one.
ABC.
Name two. 1, 2, 3.
I'll Be There.
Yeah. So listen, it's very sad. Honestly, I thought he was already unalive. So the fact that he is still here, or he was still here, and he still had more time than what I thought, that's a win for us. And for the family, we gonna bring some stuff to the funeral. I can bring the potato salad. What can you bring?
I'm thinking about, I can bring like
bring
some
the baked beans from last funeral.
No, not the baked beans. I can do a little
there we go. If you can't think of it, like it must not be memorable.
Something I can add like cranberries to, you know.
You're not white.
Oh, but y'all don't. Oh, we don't do those things. Oh, right. Jermeek said a fork.
Oh, but I forgot that you're from. Where are you from? Oklahoma.
I'm from. Oh, wait a minute.
Well,
wait a minute.
I know, and I love you. I really, really do. But not Jameek with the fork again. Girl, you bought the fork last time. Not that same fork you took to the funeral last week. No, ma'am. And I know you got money to buy you.
That's that fork off.
Hit the fork off. But yeah, so you know, the Jacksons, we love you. We'll see you on the other side, and that's all we got for you. Now, one thing that the Jacksons were always known for was leaving a good tip, right?
Well, yeah, I think once they started making money, yes, they left some tips. I would hope they left a tip, which actually brings us over
take
into the next topic,
which is what?
Is tipping culture out of control?
It is out of control.
Is that what you feel?
It is. So here's the thing. Tipping, it's so funny that you put this topic in here because tipping is one of the things that gives me a flood of thoughts. Tipping gives me anxiety. I feel like I've been tipping wrong all these years. I thought that $3 was a big tip. Come to find out that it's not. Then it's like if I order takeout or if I used to OD with Waffle House. I used to go to Waffle House in the midnight hour. Get me a sausage, egg, and cheese on toast with a waffle and hash browns with bacon and ham.
You do a lot of midnight ordering.
Don't do
I didn't know if you. I didn't know if you knew
my secrets. Don't be telling my secrets.
My bad. Go ahead.
You know what? I used to do a lot of midnight ordering. Now, even though I ordered all that food last week, I was okay. And I typically don't do that no more. But what I'm going at is that do you even have to tip if you're not getting an actual human service, i.e. DoorDash, i.e. takeout? What do you do?
Honestly, it's one of those things now. I don't. So when I go, to the restaurants, I will tip. If the service is good, I tip up to $10. Because I know times is hard. Yeah, and I just like, here you go. Because if not, I'm going to waste it on something else. So I was like, here go $10. But
now, hold on, I gotta stop you. Are you really tipping $10? Or are you just saying that because we on this live? $10 is a lot of money.
No. I tip $10 because now, honestly, $5 won't even give you a pack of bologna at Kroger's. So it's just like, let me $10 because I don't know what the others that they may serve throughout the night may actually give. Because I'm not gonna lie, I used to be a $1, $2, no more than $3.
Oh, I still am.
But see, I just wanted to give a little extra. It'll come back to me, and so far it's been doing that. But yeah, I just kind of
But the question is, like, are you still tipping if there isn't a human on the other side? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if I go to a restaurant and I'm getting service and I'm getting A1 service, yeah, I'm definitely going to tip. But if I'm going somewhere where I'm having to check myself out, like in this story, or if I'm going somewhere where I'm just picking the food up, or even with DoorDash, like, here's the thing, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I feel like with DoorDash, that's where you should, like, or Instacart, that's where you should really, really be tipping. But I'm not always the best tipper.
So you're not always the best tipper?
Nah.
Do sometimes. Well, I mean, it's nothing wrong with not leaving. Because here's my thing. If you are a person that works in service to where it either requires a tip or the tip is an option, it's a normal option. My thing is, don't get mad if you don't get a tip. Yeah, I know you might feel a certain way. This is just my personal feeling.
Yeah.
But you may feel a certain type of way, but the expectations of, okay, you have a job to where people are not obligated to give a tip. So I just don't like when folks do get an attitude or try to come at you the sideways because you didn't give a tip. I mean, how you feel about that?
So what about, okay, so this is my question, because this is a very personal question for me, because I always, these conversations go through my mind, because what if you get bad service? If you get bad service, what do? Do you tip according to the quality of service?
Yeah, I mean, I normally tip according to the quality of the service. Like, if they don't do a good job, I'm not giving you no tip. That's just.
Do you be feeling like, now tell the truth, do you be feeling embarrassed? Because I feel like it's a stereotype that Black people leave the worst tips. So do you sometimes tip just to show the niggas that you got the money, even if, like, you know, the white winners?
No, even when I come in, when I come in, I sit down, my watch and my glasses alone let you know I got some money. So if I don't give you something, more than likely there's an issue.
Where's my?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't know about the ones that's, So I look like I got money when I'm coming in. So if I don't give you the money, obviously it's something on your end, not mine.
Yeah,
But no, hold on. I'm sorry. But I do understand where you're coming from, because we do have that reputation, and no, I don't use that as a way to motivate me to.
Yeah. When it comes to tipping, I do tip like she said, I tip off quality. I do tip based on the quality. And I tip, like, okay, if it's a young Black person and they're doing good or just doing, good, I will give them a good tip. Oh my God, I sound so racist. I'm not racist. I'm not. I love everybody. Like, let me put it out there.
Not being racist when you're taking up for your peoples.
Right. Okay. Oh, thank you. Really? Oh, okay, cool. Well, scratch that last comment. I love everybody. But at the end of the day, like, I do give more. And it's not even just Black people. If it's somebody young or somebody who has a good personality, like, when we go out, I ask questions. Where you from? What school you went to? Where your mama at? What time you get off? Where you live at? Like, that's the kind of customer that I am. And so if they engage with me, then I give it to them. If they don't, I don't give them nothing.
And I do take into consideration what's happening at that time. Because if I see that it's real busy and I can tell, like, that, the back is really pulling them, then I give them some grace.
You can tell you don't work in customer service.
Yeah, I have.
Have you ever, like, worked as, like, a server?
No, I never. I always vowed to not work in food. Not because I don't believe that's something I shouldn't do or couldn't do. No, because of my allergies. I'd be afraid that I'm sneezing all in your stuff. Like, I have all year round allergies. And I don't feel like running to the back, hurting, sneeze, and grab your plate, wash my hands.
Do you sneeze when you're in, like, an intimate moment?
No.
So how can you control it then, but you can't control it to work as a customer service person in the restaurant?
I guess because neurologically, I'm not thinking about any sinus or anything's not happening, I guess. I don't know. So you saying
your sinus only come by your thoughts? If you think it comes. I mean, which one?
Okay, I don't know, because I was paying attention to it, but I mean, look.
If you think I'm gonna see.
Look now, I don't know. That's just always been my fear.
You could have worked in fast food. You just thought that you was above that. Oh God, so fly.
No, I would never think I'm above fast food. I just didn't want my allergies to get in the way. Am I correct?
How are you able to control your allergies during sex?
Well, sex is not a long period of time.
It's not?
No, not for me.
God, how long you be having sex?
I mean, I'm good for 3 minutes. I'm good with 3 minutes, and I'm out. I mean, you're not? Hello, ma'am. This is what we do. You gonna give me the silent treatment because I said I'm good for 3 minutes with sex. What you?
3 minutes.
First off, how long is sex supposed to?
Minutes?
How long is sex supposed to last?
Not 3 minutes. It takes 3 minutes just to get somebody warmed up. Did you really just get on national television and say that you're good for a hard 3 minutes? Close.
A hard. Uno, dos, tres.
Now, when does your 3 minutes start? Does it start like when does
the 3 minutes start? Oh, the 3 minutes started when we were sexting.
So it's really like a couple of seconds.
I'm just saying.
You know what?
You better get it in before me.
I am actually speechless.
No, Mel. I ain't messing with you.
3 minutes.
I'm not messing with you.
3 minutes.
A hard 3. Hold on. Shanae. What's up, Shanae?
Is it a soft 3 minutes? 3 minutes of sex. So, Mike, I learned something new about you tonight. 3 minutes of sex.
I mean, you can't be ashamed of it. You know, I can't be ashamed. You
should be ashamed of that. I mean, now you gonna lie about how much you tip, but you gonna tell the truth about lasting 3 minutes.
No, so I do tip $10. But okay, so we're gonna go back to the fast food. So
no,
yes,
you're gonna stay right here by with your 3 minutes. Now, have you always been 3 minutes? Does it depend on the partner? Like, give us some insight. Maybe we can come together as a community and help.
I guess it kind of depends on the partner.
So is
y'all don't think this is for real?
No, it is for real because you said it. Is it 3 minutes? Like if it's super good or like, we're here to help. So
nope. We gotta stay on track. We gotta stay on track, man. We gotta stay on track.
Okay. If you guys want to donate to the 3 minute fund, his Cash App is in there for all the meds. Just throwing it in. Can provide us. What's the next topic, Boo? Because you done put a 3 minute jiffy on it.
Let's see.
Yeah, make sure you are sharing this. Make sure you are liking. So if y'all coming in late, we were supposed to be coming from our new link, right? But Black people, we don't be reading the fine print, and we did not know that we had to do it 24 hours in advance.
Right.
We're coming back here, but next week we will be on the new
What Was Said podcast YouTube channel.
Wait, hold up. Who said that?
Who said that?
Oh my God. So y'all, now let me say this again. I love everybody, but I'm always rooting for the beautiful Black queens, right? I hope this is just a friendly outing, but knowing the horror that Amber Rose allegedly is, y'all, Amber Rose and Iman Shumpert were spotted in Miami together, frolicking in the beach. Now, you know that they had just filmed the BET, what was it called? College Hill Reunited. The old people College Hill, which I don't even get that concept. I gotta watch that show. But now it's being alleged that Iman Shumpert is with Amber Rose, Trump's best friend, supporter. Amber Rose.
Right.
Here's the thing, Mike. I'm gonna let you tell me your thoughts, and I'm gonna give it all to her.
Okay, because I will let you hear that one. But yeah, no, I'm definitely disappointed. Number one, he was with an awesome individual, beautiful Nubian, queen, all of the above,
dancer, actress, seamstress,
all of it,
seamstress.
And it just
adverse.
And it's just one of those things to where, I mean, he was with the awesome lady, and then now we see him with her, of all people.
Now, I didn't have really no smoke for Amber, until this year, because, I don't care what y'all say. I stand with the Puerto Rican princess. I am with Jocelyn, proud Black woman. You can't be frolicking with our men and then, going against our struggle. I don't fuck with Amber Rose. I truly do not. And Iman, you need to be ashamed of yourself. At the end of the day, you got this black wife, ex-wife, but she's still your wife. You got these beautiful black children, and you out here frolicking with this bald-headed bitch. That was strong. Oh my god, that was too strong. Rewind.
I felt it. Like you said that with your chest. Like I just knew.
I did because here's the thing. I don't like someone to ever come against the black community, black women. I don't like it. And I really don't like when black men leave their black family and frolic with these types. I don't like it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely discouraging. I mean, especially when she's sitting here trying to be a Trump supporter. She herself has a mixed racial child with Wiz Khalifa. And, I was kind of curious, and I posed the question within the comments one time when I had seen her give her support for Trump. And I was like, I'm just surprised. I wonder what Wiz would say. So I went to his account. I went to Wiz accounts, and then I posted my comment, and somebody said, I guess she had already talked to him, and supposedly he is the one that gave her or encouraged her to, hey, if she wanted to support Trump, then she support Trump.
Right.
And I was kind of over it though.
Here's the thing, and I did a whole show on this, y'all. Like, she don't support Trump. She just supports the thirst. She don't care about the Republicans. She don't care about the Democrats. She care about that check. And at the end of the day, her 10 minutes of fame dried up with Kanye. She tried to get it back with Wiz. She went to the black people to get the money because she know that these niggas will fall for anything. If they see a light skin, they're going to fall for it, right? So at the end of the day, it's like, black men, put your thinking caps on. She would never be with you if you didn't have money, if you didn't have notoriety, if you wouldn't put her on the shade room like she is now. I'm sorry, Amber, but at the end of the day, I don't really fuck with you. I don't.
This is crazy how, at one point she was with women's empowerment, but yet you're hanging with somebody who have her put it. I mean, she was quote unquote for women's empowerment, but now you're trying to align yourself with someone who wants to take away women's rights. It's just like, you have to be. Are you even getting paid money? Like, she's gaining something out of this. You cannot tell me,
Simba,
she's willingly doing it.
You just said right there is enough for me. How the hell are you going to have a slut walk, advocate for women, but then go ahead and tell people to vote for someone who is saying, fuck women, I want to make the choices for y'all. I don't give a hell about an abortion. I don't give a hell about anything. I'm going to take control over your body as a rich white man. So I don't mess with her, because at the end of the day, I understand, get your check, get your money, do what you got to do, but don't be out here, influencing people to vote for someone who wants to take away the basic rights. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's really not for black people. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Here's the thing. I said it last week. If he called me, I'm still gonna show him around Charlotte for my $50,000. But I'm gonna educate him whilst I'm showing him around.
No, you're gonna end up just like Amber Rose. You're gonna be that same person you just talked about. Yes, you are. I'm
gonna end up like Maya Angelou, and I'm gonna bring him to this platform and have him answer questions. Come to the altar and ask for forgiveness to all the black people. Okay. At the end of the day, Amber, I don't mess with you. And Iman, shame on you. Shame on you.
All right, so that's what we have.
Like, I'm not feeling it. Let's see what the comments saying. It probably depends. No, she didn't. I don't even know what that means. And then we got
that was regarding the 3 minutes.
We got a bunch of wows in the comments, but at the end of the day, I'm not for it. I'm for everybody black, not the ghetto, ghetto.
So that timer was for us to be close to sharing the story for Puffy. So we got to hurry up and get through the political pit stop. Sir.
Let's go to the political pit stop.
Right here in this segment, this is where we will give you the tuning news. So the first thing when it comes to the political pit stop, we're going to talk about Trump's assassination attempt. The second one, actually. So What say you? Do you feel like this
Oh
is a
my
stunt,
God.
Melanie, or do you feel like this is
This
actually happening?
is a scheme that
You think
Todd
so?
set up to come to us with the bullshit. Now, here's the thing. We
Hmm.
all know. I actually read this story. I'm going to be honest. I read a story, and it seems like this guy. I forgot his name, Ryan something. I don't know, but it seems like
Hmm.
this man definitely did not like Trump. Okay, he in his like search history, he was looking up, where Trump was going to be. He was staking out, trying to find him. And he went
Hmm.
to where he was playing golf, tried to get him, and they keep missing. Now, you guys
That's
see
what I
this?
understand. Like, why you gonna own a gun and you're not good?
So here's the thing: people feel like this is just all a scheme.
Hmm.
And I really don't know. I really don't know because the story of the guy who tried to assassinate him, it seems very authentic. It seems very real. But
Hmm.
why y'all keep missing? Now I don't want
That's the
nobody to
thing.
die, but why y'all
Number
keep
one,
missing?
why y'all keep missing, and why is this? Why is it people from his party that's trying to knock him out?
Well, it was from his party. He switched. He voted for Trump one time, but then he says
Right.
that he regretted voting for him. He's an idiot. He's an imbecile, and he was
I know
telling
he
the
was
people
upset about the
in
Ukraine.
yes, he was telling them
Hmm.
it's free game. Come get him. Come unalive him. But I don't know. Like it's just weird that everybody dismiss. Normally, people who have a gun, they're trained. They have that. They're ready. They train
Yeah.
for this. So I
Yeah.
don't understand how they keep missing. His ear looked perfectly fine to me. He healed quick as hell to be 80 years old. I really don't know. But what I do know is this. I
Hmm.
feel like he is desperate. I feel like this is the perfect after debate performance
Hmm.
to try to get eyes on him, eyes away from his failure in the debate with Kamala.
Right.
And I just feel like he's with the shits. He's with the antics. He is a performer. He's not a president. He is a performer. And because he
Hmm.
cannot beat her up here, he's trying to beat her with the stunts. That is just
Yeah.
my
I
thing.
honestly, real quick, I do feel like, well, like you said, it does seem like it's authentic, but at the same time, you won't put it past Trump to try to
Mhm.
get that attention because of what's happening and what's going on right now. So
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
He just need to. He don't even, like he said, he don't even believe in God. So I can't say he need to stay prayed up. But
He
the
don't believe in
next
God?
one, no, he don't believe in God. But yet all the Christians want to vote for him.
Are you sure?
Yes. No. Yes. No. He
Yes, no,
really.
but hold on. Is it yes or is it no?
No. Yes.
Is it no
He
or
don't
is it yes?
believe. He's not. He's not a Christian. He don't believe in God. That's not his thing. He don't even know when the last time he been in church unless it was a funeral.
Well, he got
So
he got friends with him, child. Go ahead.
okay. So far as then within this next stop in the political pit stop, we're going to talk about Sarah Huckabee. Sarah Huckabee, as you already know, is someone who was the press secretary that worked for Trump during his administration. For some reason,
You
I don't
better
know
you,
if you've
you
seen
better
this,
report
Mel,
that news.
but for some reason, she
Mm.
felt the gall to sit here and say that Kamala is not humble, or she's not a humble person because she doesn't have kids. Do you want to play the clip?
Child, I ain't playing no clip because you told me I ain't have to play no clip tonight. So don't do me.
Oh no, that's not no. That's her talking. That's not music. It's not music.
Okay,
It's
three
her
minutes.
talking.
We're gonna change this to 3 minutes. A
We
3
try. Come on, come on, come on.
and listen, I ain't playing nothing. But at the end of the day, here's the
Oh,
thing.
you're not playing
Listen
it
to
for
this.
real.
I
Well,
can't, I'm not gonna play it
if
because
y'all
I'm
haven't seen it, then
scared.
definitely go and see it.
No,
I'll
I'm
drop the
scared,
link in the
Mike.
thing.
I'm really scared to play it.
No, you good. For the ones
What's
that's
it at work
watching, the
though?
reason she is because last week our video, got
Trying to
whatchamacallit.
explain.
So
Not an explanation. You don't even give me look
yeah, so
stupid.
they won't think you being funny not playing that thing. Gotta let
Oh,
them
you're
know.
right. I love Simba. Y'all, me and Simba, I feel like we're dating at this point
Oh
because
my god,
I do. I do. He has been
not
sending
work
me
husband.
messages every morning, singing me songs. Every single morning he sends me a message saying good morning with positive
Yeah, I don't believe that.
affirmations. You don't? Honey, my phone connected. I can play the I will play this clip. We're in a relationship. So at the end of the day, you can win the popular vote, the people, but lose because of now how musically
Mhm.
don't bring up the electoral college. That's a sore subject. That's a sore subject. Didn't we touch
Okay.
on the electoral college last week?
Yeah, we did talk about
And
the
its
electoral
origins.
college last week.
Did
Yeah.
we? Okay.
Hmm. That was part
Okay.
of the pit stop.
That was part of Pit Stop. Now, I thought that Sarah Huckabee, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I thought that she was that lady who had like she was the original Karen. I thought she was the lady that had called the police on black people at a picnic. Is that not her?
No. She was actually the press secretary for Trump's term. You remember he had people that door was rotating.
I remember. I remember. What happened to that blonde lady that used to be his person? Is she still there? The blonde skinny lady that always had his back.
I think I know who you're talking about, but no.
I don't know. At the end of the day, I feel like, again, I think it all goes back to they can't get Kamala up here. So they have to dig low in the gutter, and they're trying to get her any other way. The fact that she don't have any biological kids has nothing to do with her ability to run this country.
Or being humbled.
Or be humble. At the end of the day, they're just grasping for straws. And honestly, if I was Kamala, I would be very, what's the word whenever you're like, oh,
all?
No, I would be very
taken aback.
Like oh, what's that word? When you're like, oh, me? Y'all doing this? Y'all doing all this because of me?
Oh, all.
No, I don't want to use all. It's not a real word. Whatever that word is, fill in the blank, put it in the chat. And if you put it in the chat, you might get a little gift card from us, from Amazon. So at the end of the day, you better make sure you're sharing, liking, subscribing.
Yes, please. Yes.
Oh my God, to this channel or this, whatever this is, because we mess it up. But
look, bear with us. We making it.
Bear with us. Let's sing our song, mate. Ready?
Okay. You gonna cue it? You
Mini
Mama. Hold on, you got it.
Ready? And 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mini Mama.
Right now, you're not coming in at the right time.
Oh, it's okay. Soon as okay. One more time. Let's try one.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Mini mumbling mice is making midnight music in the
moon. All right. So at the end of the day,
you did that.
Who?
Yeah, it was you. You messed it up, but it's all.
At the end of the day, y'all, make sure y'all liking this. We're really blowing up. We're in talks with Fox News to be on their show weekly. So keep us in prayer. Pass that collection plate around.
For real.
It is what it is. But yeah, I just feel like they're desperate and they're just trying to stick her where it hurts. There's not a lot of things that they can say about her, as far as her policy, as far as anything about her. So they have to dig where it's deep.
Right. No, they definitely have to dig. Like you said, they can't fool anything. So it's just crazy. But it's just like, why are you isolating women? It's just weird for me to see and, to grow up to know how to respect women. And for some reason, it's just like these past couple of years, it's like some of the women are going against themselves. And it's like I'm in an alternate universe. Yeah. But yeah, just keep this whole country in prayer at this point.
And white women are voting for Trump at a very alarming rate. And I feel like as a woman, I get very confused and very concerned on the loyalty that some of these women have to Trump. Is it more so loyalty to Trump or is it more so hate to Kamala? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it could definitely be a mixture of both. No telling, to be quite honest.
No telling. Child. Let's keep it moving, y'all. So Jay-Z.
And stay tuned. We're almost. Hold on, Mel. We're almost to the P. Diddy.
We're almost bringing it home, guys. Just like those 3 minutes that Mike brings it home. If you're just tuning in, Mike confessed to us.
1, 2, 3.
It takes him 3 minutes to complete a sexual act.
1, 2, 3.
He's proud of that. So at the end of the day, 3 minutes on this next topic.
I'm standing 10 toes.
Now, 10 toes? I don't think you stand on 1 toe. Because I feel like when you stand 10 toes inside of it, it take more than 3 minutes.
You know what, man? I'm not going
So anyway, Jay-Z. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I love Jay-Z. I feel like Jay-Z always gets a really bad rap because he has elevated. Are you gonna share the story, Boo Boo?
Yep, I'm right with you.
Oh, I love you.
No, keep going. Keep going.
You
Keep going.
gonna text me tomorrow morning and tell me good morning,
Mm-mm.
or how's it gonna go? No,
No, I'm not gonna do none of that.
who said keep it moving? Who is that? Who is that? Keep it moving. Who is that? At the end of the day, I love Jay-Z. I love his elevation to a grown man. I love him and Beyonce. I truly do think, and don't come for me, but I truly do think that like Jay-Z and Beyonce are our first couple. Do y'all agree with me? I love them.
You think they're our first couple?
I think that they're the first couple. So it's Michelle and Obama, and then it's Beyonce and Jay-Z. Do y'all agree? Am I wrong? Am I right?
No.
I think I'm right. So at the end of the day, there was a post that says the difference between Jay-Z and his peers is that he grew up. He transitioned out of rap, got settled down. A lot of them dudes still around, like acting like Nino Brown and getting caught up in these scandals.
Do you think he just got good at hiding whatever he may have done, or do you feel like he's not even that type of person that more than likely he was in the beginning because he rapped about it and he just changed throughout?
Yeah, I think that Jay-Z is close to 60. Isn't he like in his 50s, close to 60s, 50, 55? He's somewhere around that time. And I do think that he has evolved. I like the fact that he educates the Black community on ways to make money that isn't illegal, buying art, buying property. I feel like he has elevated. Here's the thing. People come for Jay-Z. Oh, he didn't put Lil Wayne in the Super Bowl. He's a sellout. Why he even went to Super Bowl? No, he has elevated. If you do your research, and I will say this, after last week's show, I did some more digging on Lil Wayne, and I want to retract my statements for him because he had a lot of negative stuff to say against the Black Lives Matter movement that I was not aware of on last week's show. So at the end of the day, Jay-Z, I'm with him. I think that he has elevated, and I think that all of these rappers should elevate. I know we're going to touch on Diddy a little bit next or whatever, but at the end of the day, there should always be a progression. His lyrics, his rhymes, his look, his vibe, his energy has consistently progressed. That's just my opinion. I think he has consistently progressed. I think that he's proud of his beautiful Black wife, his beautiful Black children, his beautiful Black legacy. I am with it. I don't think that this is a ploy. I don't think that this is some type of scheme that Todd set up. I fuck with Jay-Z.
I mean, I think
elevation and his progression.
Well, without his elevation, progression, or just him transcending from the person that he was to who he is now, he wouldn't have been able to pay that $14 million to help Lil Wayne get out of his tax trouble.
Wait, now tell me about that, Sean. I don't know about that.
Yeah, because Lil Wayne was in trouble with the IRS. So Jay-Z was like, hold up, I got you. And he got him. Actually, Jay-Z wanted Lil Wayne to be with Roc Nation. Jay-Z talked to Lil Wayne. While he talked with Lil Wayne, Birdman served him with some papers and told him to stop talking to Lil Wayne in that manner regarding business.
Wait, what?
Yes. So that's some of the issue that Jay-Z and Birdman got. So it's just like people from the outside looking in, not understanding the whole full picture. They need to dig a little bit deeper, understand that Jay-Z wanted Lil Wayne this whole time. So he don't have the issue with him.
And he never had it. Is this not a telltale? Can I say it, Mike? Can I say it? This is a telltale. Black people will be crabs in a bucket. They will climb on top for longer than 3 minutes on top of another Black man and bring him down. As soon as they thought that Jay-Z went against Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, everybody talking about Jay-Z a sellout. Jay-Z ain't this, he ain't that. But at the end of the day, Jay-Z is the one that I feel like he don't put his on Front Street. I feel like Jay-Z does not put his elevation, his money, his power on Front Street. Now, I am nervous about this next story we're going to get into. I keep kind of teasing. I hope his name don't come out in nothing scandalous. I don't think it is. I think that Jay-Z is smart. I think that Jay-Z has made the proper moves, the most healthy moves. Again, ain't nobody perfect, but I think he's a great example to Black men to show, okay, I may have started out here selling drugs, crime, all this type of stuff, but now I'm out here, family man, investing, teaching, educating, buying this, buying that to help elevate my family and my seed. So I'm with it.
Yeah, no, and another thing that people can actually learn from within this situation, one, sometimes you're gonna have to leave your friends behind, far as and when it comes to you making the money, if their mindset is not the same as yours.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that group that you grew up with or whatever, those
Mm.
ones you hung out with, they're not gonna, so then stories are gonna be told. So I mean, I feel like yes, he's done a magnificent job. And the other lesson to learn, I feel like from this situation regarding Wayne
Mm-hmm.
and the other Waynes out there, when
The
you know
other
you
way.
have the other Waynes out
Who are
there,
they?
when you
Who
know you
are
have a
they?
gift and you know that that is your money maker,
Mm-hmm.
don't be mad when you haven't been sharpening your tool, preparing yourself for
Not
when
sure.
a situation comes up, you're being overlooked. Then you getting mad at the people that overlooked you. No, you knew you've been doing them drugs, which been making you forget your words. So
Ooh,
don't be mad at somebody that's not selecting you for a
people came
big
for you
thing to
on the
represent.
TikTok comments, Mike, for saying that. You know that, right?
What's that?
People that came for you in them TikTok comments for saying talking against Lil Tunchi.
Oh, they'll be all right. They
They'll
will
be all
be
right.
all
You know,
right.
I want to ask you this, like, why do you
Mm-hmm.
think that Lil Wayne has these views as a black man, as a
Mm-hmm.
short black man, as a dark skinned black man, as a black man with dreads, as a black man that looked like a little
Mm-hmm.
gizmo? Why do you think that he is saying this stuff about racism don't exist, and why we even have Black Lives Matter? Why do you think he's saying that kind of stuff?
Honestly, I feel like because when he answered that question, when he was asked regarding Black Lives Matter, his one of the main things that he kept talking about was the money. And money, more than likely, in his eyesight,
Mm,
must have represented,
he made it.
whiteness, or he
Yeah.
made it with whiteness, and he just took that. Mind you, he does have like a nice white audience, nice size white audience, because
Yeah.
his rock album, skateboarding, and also other stuff. So honestly, I don't know. I can't give you that exact answer, but it's disheartening, especially knowing where he came from, knowing how New Orleans was treated during the hurricane.
Right. During Katrina.
So that alone in itself should have told you, hey, 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 Black
Hey,
lives
hey.
do matter, because
Right.
obviously
Or
for
they
some
don't matter.
reason, right?
Black
Because
lives don't
Bush,
matter.
right? Bush didn't
Right.
care when that
He
hurricane
didn't
came
care.
through. So yeah, that's crazy.
Mike, he is a very much tall tale in a
Hmm.
short body of black man get a little bit of power, black man get a little bit of, money, black man get a non-black looking baby mama, and now they feel like they made it. And I don't want to come for the black man. I love the black man.
But
The black man
you're
love
coming for the
this.
black man.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just joking. I said you're coming for the black man.
I'm not coming for the black man. I
I'm just joking. Go ahead.
love.
Go ahead.
I love.
Oh no, we're not. We're not. No, we're not.
I love the black man. Okay. But what I
Hmm.
don't love is when the black man don't love himself enough to be on the
Yeah.
right side. And
Yeah.
I want to keep it so funky and so gangster right now. Those women who got pregnant by you, who are
Mhm.
not black women, if they saw you on the street, if you wasn't little Tunchi, if you wasn't Little Wayne, if you wasn't kissing the Birdman, they would grab their purse and they would run to the other side of the street.
Mhm.
If they saw you in their neighborhood, they would call the police. They only fuck with you because of the access that comes with you. And here's the thing, I love the black man, but I want them to love themselves enough to understand the ploy sometimes of these women who only mess with them because of not of who they are, not because of their Nubian black skin,
Mhm.
bubbling brown sugar. They fuck with them because they're using them, and they truly think that they're so dumb in here that all they want is a little bit of PUSSY, and then they'll give them anything they want. You know what I'm saying? So I want black men to use this and stop using this.
So
You know what I'm
real
saying?
quick, yeah,
Yeah.
real quick. Do you want to
Uh-oh.
allow to see if someone wants to call in just for a quick, minute or
Oh,
two?
not
So before we
technical.
get to,
Lord Jesus.
I don't
You
know, somebody may want to call in, give their opinion real quick. They're
you're
gonna be
right.
time,
You're right. You had a number, child.
Oh no, I don't have a number. I didn't know if you had a number or not. I don't have the
Mike, go
number.
ahead and give us a selection, child, while I find this number, because I'm gonna have to leave you by yourself while I find a number.
Oh my god.
Oh, here's right here. Hey,
Here we
boom.
go.
I know I still had it from last week. Listen, guys, if you want to call in, we're gonna try. Call that number and give us your thoughts before we hit into this big topic about Diddy. Y'all all came for Diddy. Now, I wonder if Diddy lasted 3 minutes. Diddy lasted more than 3 minutes.
I don't know. Diddy, he lasted for days. He lasted for days.
Weeks. He lasted for marathons, free calls.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go into. I know we're holding it for last, but y'all, I want to know about these freak offs. Like, I want to know. I want to know about sex so good. You want to be on powder. You want to get an IV to just last. Have you had sex that good? Well, not with 3 minutes.
Actually. So here in Atlanta, I don't know if you know or not. There's this place called the Trapeze. Do you know what the Trapeze is? You been there? So you very adventurous. What did you do? I mean, did you take it all off? What did you just roll through?
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure she's asleep. Here's the thing, I'm grown. I will say that I did go. Is that like the place that got the 2 levels? They got the PORN on the screen.
Yeah, you got your rooms. You got your
rooms. I was scared. I was scared. That weekend, I went to the nude beach and I went to Trapeze. I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I didn't realize what I was getting myself into.
That's just not the voyeurism that you.
Lord, my shit turned off, y'all. I'm so sorry if you called. Try again. Going into is it like a sex house? You call it?
I guess you can call it.
I walked in. It was BYOB. I'm telling too much. It was BYOB. You walked in. It had nudity on the screens. But it wasn't what you thought. I was thinking I'm gonna see beautiful people frolicking around, walking around. It wasn't that.
It wasn't that. It wasn't none of that.
It was, older people, a lot of unattractive people, and at one point they swarmed me and my friends, and I got scared, and I left.
Yeah, that voyeurism it's another thing. You go out there and you try to do a little 1-2, or
have you been
just
there,
try to figure some things out.
Have you been there?
No, I have not been there. I've heard about it.
Wait, you gave me the alley-oop, and you ain't even take it.
But you took it. I mean, but you served us up well. But no, have I been in situations like that? I'm not going to sit here in front, but.
So give me the details like I gave you 3 minutes.
I was in, I was out. 3 minutes.
Obviously, with 3 minutes.
Right. No, that's all.
So did you have the 3 minute sex there?
It started in the parking lot, the sexting. So when I walked through the door, it was I've never been to the Trapeze.
You just said that you was there and you was in and you was out.
I didn't say I was there. No. I said I went to $10. I didn't say that.
Then you don't have allergies.
If somebody call it, I hear the phone. Somebody call it?
No.
Oh, okay. So I guess we got to move to the next story.
What's the next story?
So it looks like we are here, and it's about that time to talk about
It is about that time, guys. So if you have been on social media, if you've been anywhere, you have seen this face on your TV screen. Y'all, Diddy.
Yes.
I don't have a popular opinion about this. I feel hurt. I feel sadness. I feel empathy for Diddy. I really, really do. I feel like he has some kind of I'm sorry? Oh God.
Oh no, I gotta re-up on my cup. Go ahead.
You are really doing as ASMR right now. Jesus, the ghetto.
Okay, go ahead.
Y'all, I don't know how to feel about Diddy. This is where I'm about to get real Fox News. I'm hurt. When I see him, when I see R. Kelly, I feel like these are people who have come from some type of abuse and the abuse never got healed. And so they went from the victim to the abuser. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta be honest with y'all. I hope Diddy gets free.
I mean, it's one of those things
I do.
to where
I do.
do I
I do.
give him sympathy, empathy, any of that right now? No. The only reason I say that is because he's been knowing this for a while, what he's been doing. Definitely will later on talk about it through the stuff that I have down for him. But at the same time, this stuff that you've been doing backhanded to your people that you call your friends, keeping the money, keeping what is it called, their publishings. But you quote unquote decided last year around May, but I have it somewhere in here and I can pull it up, give you the actual date.
We're not going to agree on this one, Mike.
You decided to give publishing to them at the last minute, knowing what was coming down the pipe. But see, what he was doing was, well, first off, before we get too deep into it. So as we already know, Diddy was arrested a couple of days ago. He was arrested and indicted. He was indicted on racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in,
Activities.
yeah. And
our favorite.
okay. Okay. And definitely, before we get all the way into it, let me give you all a timeline. And
give them a timeline, boo.
All right. So let's go back. Let me go back. Here we go. November the 16th. Is it November the 16th? Let me make sure.
Take your time, baby. We here with you. 3 minutes.
All right. So November the 16th, Cassie files her lawsuit. November the 17th, 2023, Cassie and Combs agrees to a settlement within 24 hours, which was like 35, or actually was undisclosed. November the 23rd, Combs was accused of the sexual assaults. Then he steps down on the 28th of November last year, revolts as chairman. December the 6th, Combs denies all allegations after the fourth lawsuit. December the 10th, brands sever ties with him and his company, all the brands. And if I'm not mistaken, it was 18 brands severed ties from doing business with Combs, e-commerce company, and his Empower Global. December the 13th, Hulu scraps Combs' family reality show plans. Would you have tuned into that? Show? I did not know that. Yeah, Hulu scrapped that. I was like, ooh.
Oh, I wanted to see that. Yeah. That's separate from Young Miami's reality TV show.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with it. March 25th, 2024, federal agents raid his LA Miami home. We all know what happened there. And then just to give a little context, some say, allegedly, some say that the reason that the home was raided was, of course, to
find gotta call her. I'm sorry, I gotta cut you off, boo.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Let's go. And I gotta figure out how to do this, child.
And when you call in, if you can, please give your name and the state that you're actually from.
Let me figure this out, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. It's been can you give us a little hold on, because this shit ain't working. All right. Oh, here we go. All right, caller. Hold on. Oh God, I hung up by accident. I'm so sorry. Call back.
Oh my God.
Y'all, I hung up by accident. I'm sorry. Whoever you was, you called from 678 number. Please call back, y'all. We're still working out the kinks.
No, it's all good. And then, but some say the back.
Wait. Okay. Go. Talk. Where you from? Hello. Can y'all hear?
A little bit. Can you turn the volume up?
Okay. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You hear?
I'm Tressa from Atlanta.
Hey,
Georgia.
Tressa.
All right, we're giving you 60 seconds. Tressa, give us your opinion.
And I'm going to be honest. I was a little upset to hear you say that you wanted to see him go free. He's a rapist. He's ruined people's lives. He's ruined people's careers. Feel sorry for the people who he and his employees did wrong. That, I do hate to see another black man that's, being locked up of himself, but we don't know if he made himself who he is because of what he's now being accused of. And, you have to pay the piper. If you do dirt, karma, whatever you want to call it, you have to pay for that. So I don't feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for the people like Cassidy and maybe the 112s, the little girl groups making the
Yeah.
band. I feel sorry for all of those individuals.
Definitely.
But that's all I had to say.
Thank you, baby girl.
Thank you so much, T.
Yeah, we all have different opinions. Don't cancel me. I love you. Listen, and I knew that. I don't want to be fake.
Mhm.
I don't want to be fake. I'm sorry. I love everybody. I do. I want everybody to love me. Don't cancel me. Don't unsubscribe. But I guess me and in my purest heart, my hope is that he comes out of this like a lot of the white people have, and doesn't go to jail, and that he does the work on himself, and that he makes a difference. I don't know. That's truly what I hope for. I'm being honest.
He can definitely work for himself. I mean, do the work on himself inside, because number one, you sex trap. Yep, you're trafficking. You're holding people against their will. Actually, hold on. So this is what we're gonna do real quick, because I did a video. If you haven't seen it already, if you can go to the channel.
Listen, I can't keep up. Boom.
Okay.
What's your name? Where you calling from? Oh, hold on. Wait. Sorry. Hold on. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello, this is Robert from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hi, Robert.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
I just want to call in and say, I don't know, Mel. In this particular situation, I think I also do have to disagree with you. Just going back to some of your conversations where, you know, where you have stated that, you know, Black men have got to do better. In this particular situation, he has had a history of doing bad things for a long time, whether it came down to his friends, his musical groups and everything. And also, I can't always state that, because a minute ago you did state that, you know, this probably was something that he
take your time, baby,
might have had issues with. You did say, you know, this may be trauma that he has dealt with as a child. And sometimes I can't always agree with that, because you have people who have grown up in wonderful households and then their children get out and do something crazy that does not represent them. I think in this particular situation, he became bigger than, you know, he got all this money and all these things, so he took advantage of it. And with him doing that, you know, he took advantage. It's almost like he got bigger than himself, in a sense.
But Robert, do you think that Hugh Hefner got bigger than himself when he was having people in his dungeon?
Oh yeah, he just died before he could get handled.
So, but this conversation isn't about him. This is about Diddy.
But what I'm saying is, Diddy and Hugh Hefner are one and the same. Diddy is way younger than Hugh Hefner was. So, if at the end of the day, do we have that same smoke for Hugh Hefner?
But Hefner was white. He was white. He already had people in his pocket.
Listen,
but this is the thing.
Go ahead, baby.
But this is the thing. But we're not going to act like we don't know how things work.
Right.
We're not going to act like, you know, with the black and white line, how things work. You know, what we felt should have happened to another person doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen to this person. And we all know that whenever a black person does something in the same sense that a white person does, they're going to make an example out of that black person.
But that's not fair. That's not right. You know what
it's
I'm saying?
It's definitely not right.
It's not fair.
Right. So if the justice system is not even across the board, who are we to say, okay, the justice system is not even, this white man go free, but you black man, you go to jail and you rot for the rest of your life.
But see,
at the end of the day, if he did this, then that needs to happen to him.
Right. So it's pretty much it's an accountability type ordeal.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for calling, baby.
Thanks, Robert.
Love you.
No. Definitely got to take accountability, and we can't use that, you know, just because they got off, you know, we should be able to get off. No, because we keep allowing this. This is why you got people like Rich Homie Quan dying of the drugs because of this stuff that they pushing, thinking that this is okay, and nobody's taking accountability. But real quick, I just want to read, because I did take down 2 inserts from the indictment. So I'm just going to read a part of it because it's real long. So I'm going to read it real quick, but this will give us some talking points here. So basically Combs and other members and associates of the Combs enterprise, because basically he had 3 companies, and under those companies, this is how he was able to move things around. So they wielded the power and prestige of Combs' role at the Combs business to intimidate, threaten, and lure female victims into Combs' orbit, often under the pretense of a romantic relationship. Combs then used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended X acts. I'm saying X instead of sex, just in case they keep on, X acts. And with male commercial sex workers, ex-workers, that Combs referred to as, among other things, freak-offs. Freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs engaged in, directed, basically directed, pleased himself during it, and often electronically called.
Cut you off, baby.
Okay.
What's your name? Where you calling from? Oh, hold on, wait. Let me put you on the right thing. What's your name? Where you calling from?
I got to cut my YouTube down.
Turn your YouTube down, boo. You know we nationally syndicated.
All right. Hamilton.
Okay, Hamilton.
Hey, Hamilton.
In the building. Where we starting with Diddy? What you want me to talk about?
Boo, you called us, honey. You tell us what you want to.
Yeah, you got to let us know what you think about the whole situation.
Let's go down the list. The Cassie thing,
okay.
Wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But what, to your point, what we may miss because we have been finessed out of history. We don't. Judge Joe Brown was on air talking about how when you do a federal indictment, you don't even do all that salacious freak-off stuff. Like he said when you do an indictment, it's usually really kind of straight to the point, and then you got to go through all the I forgot what he called it. I guess like steps. You have to go through steps to kind of get information from the federal government on what they actually have. Mm-hmm. So it's the political season. You got a black gentleman up there who may be vying for a job. Now, are we saying Diddy is innocent of any of his habits that he may have?
Right.
But, but what we may miss historically, and this should be an alarm to us, the legal system can make anything. So I wrote in the comments, the Mann Act was instated because Jack Johnson, the boxer at the time in the early 1900s, was carrying women of other ethnicities across state lines, and they made a law to say that was sex trafficking.
So, say that again. The Mann Act was put into law because boxer Jack Jackson was crossing state lines with a woman of another race, so the law can categorize anything.
Oh, they're gonna create a law.
So what I'm saying is, the lesson that Diddy that from Diddy, what I'm saying is, no matter how much money you make, it's small peanut to the bigger system. And if you get disconnected from your history and from your people, and you get too wild, remember when everybody was Diddy friends? Everybody wanted to be, and where the friends at now?
They hiding because
we got a lot.
Right.
I'll be hiding too.
We got a lot of things going. Was he wrong when that tape came out, beating Cassie? I don't even know the girl name, Cassie, whatever. That's wrong. You don't want to see that. But the legal system knows how to group everything together. And then media, you don't have a chance in court. You already guilty.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Media going to get you.
In America, it is not
here's the kicker. It could be two separate things, but all we have in our mind is the Cassie offense. But then now you put that on top of all the RICO charges, and you like, oh, yeah, he did it.
Right.
That was the purpose of why they released that tape, actually.
A black man in America, you are not innocent until proven guilty. You're guilty until proven guilty.
I don't want to take over all your time, and I'm not. All I'm saying is, as a culture, we really have gotten away from reality of what the country was and what it was built on. So we don't recognize the lynching when we see it. Not now. What I'm saying is, when you go back to the Mann Act and you see that they can categorize anything as sex trafficking, when it may not really be. Like, I think they said you can even get flued out, and then however people do it or whatever. So all I'm saying, I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm not saying he's not guilty or whatever. But what I'm just showing is, if you look at our history, when you look at the legal system, how they did Ali, Emmett Till, go back to the 1800s, go back further, and then you say, okay, so I guess do we need to grow up, or do we need to be more responsible?
Yeah,
definitely. I mean, because you got enough money where you could kind of you can do whatever you want, and it don't have to be with everybody, and you can still be good. So yeah, but that's all I had to say about it.
So basically, you're saying that you agree with me. Thank you, caller.
No, they didn't. He didn't say that. He definitely didn't say that.
He said what I was saying. Go ahead.
But no. So here's my thing, and this poses a question, and then you can. Well, I can click on one of these links, but it goes to the point of what he was kind of saying. So when do we stop? I can't say that's an excuse, but when are we going to hold somebody 100% accountable for what they did and putting themselves in that situation? Yes, we understand that the legal system is is built against us, but at the same time, when you do something and it's wrong, take accountability for it, because this is what created him. We keep giving these I don't want to say it's an excuse, but you see where Diddy is at now. If we would have took a stance back then, like, no, this ain't right, this is wrong, not one of those, well, you see them over there, they doing it, so this gotta be. No, we need to make sure we correct our house. That's just how I feel. In this instance, I mean, everybody's opinion definitely is good within this talk, but still,
I feel like what you're saying and what that other caller was saying is like, y'all are talking about if the playing fields were even, eye for an eye, but we don't live in an eye for an eye world. America is not an eye for an eye world. Honestly, a lot of things are dictated. Like, I could go out and commit a crime, and another person who doesn't look like me can go out and commit a crime. We're going to have two different outcomes. So I do agree. What he did, or what they're alleging that he did, was 100% wrong. I do agree. But I want to lean more to, and this isn't a perfect world, because I know this is not our reality, but in a perfect world, I want all these Black people, the Jay-Z that I just was giving praise to, whoever else, I don't know, Farrakhan, whoever else, I want us to have more of a sense of community to help this person versus lock them up, throw them away, move on to the next nigga. Because that's really what it is going to be. If once he over with, it's going to be somebody else. And I hate to make it a race.
No. I feel like, of course, there's going to be the race factor in this when it comes to the sentencing and some of the other stuff. But like I said, it's a lot of stuff that he did. Now, I do want to reference something that 50 did say today, or it was yesterday. He was on a panel. He was talking to, if you haven't heard of this podcast, it's an awesome podcast called Ensure Your Leisure. They tell you a lot of good stuff with marketing. But anyways, he was up there talking to them, and he was telling them, at one point how he had his liquor and how he was doing so good. The top dogs, when it comes to these liquor chains, noticed it and started to put pressure on him. And then he brought up how Diddy, what he was profiting about 60 million at minimum a year with his liquor. And the folks up top didn't know what to do. They were like, hold on, wait a minute, we can't be having this. So pressure was put on him. So, I mean, it can be looked at different ways, and yes, what he was doing was wrong, but the only reason, stuff is coming down on him is because of the big wig people that he kind of stepped over. I guess you can say they were all coming in for him now. Somebody got to take the fall for this. And because I don't feel like he's the only one. I know there's other people above him that help orchestrate a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's
I know this nigga ain't say unsubscribe. Robert, I'm gonna get you because I know where you live. I just saw that comment at the end of the day. I hear what everybody is saying. Everybody's making valid points. I'm making valid points. Y'all making valid points. The callers are making valid points. I get it. It's a awful situation any way you turn it. I was talking about, I feel like this is horrible because this is a young Black man who did not grow up with a father, and I listen, I feel like it sounds like I'm making excuses for him, and I'm not. He is wrong. What they're alleging that he did is wrong. That video of Cassie is wrong. But I just see the unhealed person inside that's turned into a monster.
I want to know what happened to him. I honestly do. Like, what happened in your childhood, or what was it the power that you started to see that you had when you was coming up with Biggie, and you saw, you know, all the love and attention that you were getting? Like, did it get to your head and you knew that you were able to control people? Because to be honest, the amount of money he was making back then, you know, and a lot of us, we weren't. So him just throwing money and making people do stuff, I don't know if he just got a thrill out of that. That just became his, you know, his thing. But one thing I do want to, you know, give a shout out to is Aubrey. Aubrey been saying this for the past 10 years. People used to call her fast. People used to say she was crazy. People used to say she just after Diddy because of whatever. But she been standing on it for 10 years. Story has not wavered. It's been the same. And I'm just waiting for her, Dawn, and some of the other girl groups to actually tell their story. She told just a little bit of it. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in that. But
here's what I want to know. I remember there was an interview several months ago, a while back, when Young Miami and Diddy was on an interview. I think she might have been interviewing him on something. I don't know. And she was asking him something about how he is sexually. And, you know, eventually she was saying that he can go all night. He don't tap out, like whatever. And I want to know about these freak offs. Okay. Like, let's just talk about this. When you hear freak offs, what do you envision in your dreams?
Well, freak offs, and you know, I'm not saying my dreams, but freak offs, I mean, they basically just folks coming together with a like mindset of wanting to get it in, having their stuff that they need to get them going or keep them entertained, and that's what it is. And you leave. You got some people that take the freak offs to an extreme level to where they want to use leather. Right now, no. That's what I was about to say. So the BDSM and the leather, and you take that to another level to where they like seeing, you know, a little tap here and then some want to see the abuse. But yeah, it's from okay to wild, but that's how I envision that they are. So it's a lot behind it.
I just see that I made a comment in the comments and I didn't do that, so that's very scary. At Ham, yes, everyone was. Anyway.
Oh no, that was me.
Oh, sorry. When I hear freak off, I feel tired thinking about it. I ain't gonna lie. I feel very tired. Now the part that I feel like he is 100% wrong at, and the part that I can't even argue with is if he is pushing drugs on people so they cannot even be conscious of what they're doing. But here's the thing, and y'all, please don't cancel me. I'm just playing devil's advocate. So there are a lot of people out there who are groupies, who are thirsty, who are wanting to attach themselves to anything to get $1, Amber, you know, people like that. And I feel like, you know, some of these people have put themselves in position just to be able to touch the hem of P. Diddy's garments. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's...
So, okay. So to go along with what you just said, do you think it's okay for someone who is working the streets to get picked up by an individual and they get battered and be abused, you know, but the person used, hey, they were on the corner, they knew what they were looking for, they knew they were about to get paid.
So no one should be battered and abused. I don't care if you are a sex worker. I feel like no one should be battered and abused. Period. Hard stop. I don't have nothing else after that. No one should be battered and abused. Now, let me think about this. What if it's somebody's kink to batter? I don't know. You're confusing me.
That's the approval. So to go into that part of it, what was said in the indictment during freak-offs, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substances to victims, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes unbeknownst, that was the word they used. Unbeknownst to the victims, Combs kept videos he filmed victims engaging in sex acts with commercial sex workers. After freak-offs, Combs and the victims typically, received IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use.
Now, let me ask you a question. And I'm not being funny, I'm being honest. Think about the best sex you've ever had. If you had a way to keep that going, like let's say you ain't had no job to go to clock into, if you had a way to keep that going, I want everybody to be real honest in them comments. I want you to be real honest, like you've been doing all show. If if you go back to the best sex you ever had and you had an option to just be in the hotel room having that, adding to it, do you think that you would do that? No, don't be having no flashbacks out here, child.
Do I think that I would participate?
Yeah.
In engaging in something that I can, do over and over and over.
Yes.
So
that's a yes. If you think about it, that's a yes.
No, I mean, no, not all the time. No, I mean, it'll be no.
That's a yes. That's a yes.
I'll be so drained.
After 3 minutes?
Yeah, after a couple of 3 minutes.
That just sounds horrible to me. I don't know. Like, the more I think about it, that just sounds awful. Like, I feel like you could, think about an orgasm. I don't know. That's the part I'm trying to understand. The root of what I'm trying to understand, y'all, with everything in me is the orgasm of it all, right? When I have orgasm, I can't have no more because I'm tired. My body is
done. I'm
done. I'm asleep. Leave me alone. So how can y'all have a whole week of freak offs? Like, I feel like he said that it was like days.
Well, so I'm glad you said that. Let's see. Because there was a couple of words that I could not say. Thought I had it here, but yeah, no. When I tell you his supply, because right before the house was raided, or when the house was being raided, remember they arrested his drug mule, which was that white boy.
Right.
Yeah, it was that white boy. So they arrested him. So he had all the favors that will keep them stimulated.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, because they said it in the indictment, the type of drugs that they were. I can't find it, but
pink powder. Was it a pink powder?
That's what they found. No, they found that on him when they got him.
That's another thing.
I ain't mad at him. Go in.
Found the pink powder on him when he got arrested.
He knew that was gonna be his last time. Like, party hard, go out with a bang. I can't even be mad. I'm not mad at him for.
I've heard a lot of people say, why didn't he just run? Like, why didn't he just run? If he can see the future and know that 99% out of 10, wait, that's not out of 10, 9 times out of 10, he probably going to jail for the next 30, 40 years. Why didn't he just run? Why didn't he just try to go flee the country?
Kids.
Fuck them kids. He don't care about them kids. He did not care about them kids. He don't care about them kids. If he cared about them kids, he wouldn't have been doing that stuff. So them kids, that's a lie. He don't care about them kids. He don't care about them kids.
But how are you going to give him grace, but you ain't going to give the kids grace?
What are you talking about grace?
You said fuck them kids, but you said with him, you hope that he get out and don't go to jail like that.
The kids are not going to jail for life. The kids.
No, but him leaving a situation is leaving those kids behind to be tormented by social media.
He left the kids the moment he decided to do what he did to get himself in this position.
Right. I agree. I totally agree with you.
So
I agree with you. Which is why I feel like he need to go to jail. He need to be in there for a while. But the same grace that you were giving
jail doesn't rehabilitate you. Jail is just you're just a slave.
Well, he can go to some classes or whatever they have in there. What
classes did you go to when you was in jail?
First off, we don't have to bring up my record.
Who said that? Oh, I can hear it off. Listen, I guess I'm just y'all. Please don't kill me. I just feel like going to jail. I get it. He's wrong. I just want him to be rehabilitated. I just want the broken person inside of him to heal. I just don't think that nobody wakes up in the morning and say, "Let me beat this person up. Let me have a freak off. Let me get 1,000 bottles of."
That's a mixture of the drugs. All that stuff. The emotions that he's going through.
Now, if he's a sex addict, again, that's a mental issue. Issue. People have blown up. White young boys have done worse and have gotten off scot-free. People have killed people. People have killed black people. Cops have murdered black people, and they at home chilling. George Zimmerman murdered a little boy, and he's at home chilling. So at the end of the day, if the rules apply to everybody, I'm with you. But the rules don't apply to everybody. This is another black man who's going to go to jail, and he's going to be trash.
But if we have that mindset. And I understand where you're coming from, but if we have that mindset, it's just going to allow our community to fester with this monster that's doing this to other black people.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Because even
I've answered that.
But hold on. I just want to read this one part. So what he would do too, from what it says here, hold on, where's the period? I'm trying to find a period so I can start. Let me just read this whole paragraph. Members and associates of the Combs Enterprises, including high-ranking supervisors, security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and that was another thing. His staff was working for him, and other Combs and business employees facilitated the freak-offs by, among other things, booking hotel rooms for the freak-offs, stocking the hotel rooms in advance with the required freak-off supplies, including controlled substances, baby oil, lubricant, extra linens, and lighting, cleaning the hotel room after the freak-offs to try to mitigate room damage. But then also too, where's it at? Physical violence promises. Oh, here we go. Combs maintained control over his victims through, among other things, physical violence, promises of career opportunities, granting and threatening to withhold financial support, and by other coercive means, including tracking their whereabouts, dictating the victim's appearance, monitoring their medical records, and controlling their housing and supplying them with controlled substances. So this is the issue I have with that. Him knowing that some of these victims are addicted, but you steady supply them with these controlled substances so they can do what you want them to do. Not saying he did that to everybody, but that's just one of the things. So that's why,
I'm not pro Diddy. Please don't say that. I'm not pro Diddy. I'm giving another side to it. Like, I'm not pro nobody, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna go to bed. He's still gonna be in jail. I have no power. But what I'm saying is, coming from a person, I'm just coming from other angles.
For real.
From other angles. It is what it is.
Yeah, no, because not everybody agrees. People believe that some people believe that he shouldn't be in jail. Some people believe, just wait until you hear the gavel come down. He's innocent until proven guilty, even though, you may have seen some stuff. So all perspectives are welcomed.
And at the end of the day,
this situation, no one's right.
Yeah. And from what I heard, from what I just heard before this show, people are saying that he really might get off because nobody has this has been consensual, from what I said. Now, from what I hear, I don't know. I'm not there. What I'm saying is, it sounded like there is a chance that he may get off based off what his lawyers are saying and what I just heard from another attorney that's not even with his lawyer's team. So at the end of the day, it's just not equal across the board. Here's the thing that I want to say, and it's going to be my closing remark, child. At the end of the day, I'm so tired of saying stuff that people don't agree with. But at the end of the day, I want our Black community to be so strong. I want our Black community to be able to go back to the time where we had a little bit more morals, a little bit more couth, a little bit more values, and to where if I'm doing something wrong and an elder sees me, they can check me. I'ma listen, right? I would love, in a perfect world, for Diddy to be doing all this horrible stuff. We get it. He's wrong. But I would love for the elders to, circle around him, come to his rescue, and help him. Nobody wants to be this type of villain, this type of evil person. You know what I'm saying? And I know this ain't gonna happen no time soon because Black people can't get together. I get it. But I would just love for us to have some type of sense of community to where we can rehabilitate our own. Because at the end of the day, like I said on my other video, you have given this beautiful gift of all your shit to the feds, wrapped up in a beautiful bow, for them to take your Black ass to jail with R. Kelly, with Cosby, and throw away the key. And it's just sad. It is just sad. We don't have the same. It's not equal across the board. So I'm gonna say it's just not equal across the board. And I just want more for our Black men and our Black men who don't have fathers in the home. I'm not saying this is an excuse. I don't know what that life is like because I ain't have it. But at the end of the day, the Black men, the Black people who have come from some type of traumatic childhood, something that happened to them that may have created these monsters or whatever the case might be, I don't know. But if that is the case, I want to help. I want to heal. I want our elders to wrap their hands and their arms around this Black man and him to be crying on the altar on Sunday and him to be rehabilitated to where he can teach the next mogul up and coming what to do and what not to do. That's truly what my desire is.
I mean, that's definitely a good desire to have. No. I mean, it is for him. I mean, you're showing grace. You're showing, sympathy for his situation. You're understanding that, hey, even though you have this outer demeanor and these actions that you're displaying, obviously there's a root cause to it. It's coming from somewhere. You were hurt. There was some type of trauma that definitely needs to be healed. Hopefully when he go into jail, there's someone that to where he can get that counseling. I do feel like he need to take that accountability. I feel like he do need to serve some time. But at some point, yes, he probably will end up getting out. I don't know if he should. Now, if it come back after all some of this stuff, that I ain't gonna get into that. He hasn't unalived anybody that we know of.
Oh,
so
wow.
him being in there,
another angle, because I think maybe he has.
So that if that don't come out, then I don't know about life, but he gonna serve some time. But I did want to say this real quick. I put in the chat, if you haven't already, please follow our official podcast. That is What Was Said Podcast 69. You can add that. But please, if you can, please go and subscribe. Because I'm pretty sure we want to put a post up there as well, and just share the word. But yeah, with everything being said, what we talked about today, I'm not going to wish malice on him.
No.
Also, too, I did see something to where someone said, "Oh, he may not be safe in prison. He may have a target on his head." I'm like, why do you even post that? I wouldn't even want to see. I wouldn't want that for him to go in there. Yes, he did wrong, but at the same time, don't try to instigate any right, because that's not something we want to see. And then also, too, you have his kids. His youngest is like 5 or 6, I think.
That little baby.
Yeah, so they're growing up without a father now. So, it's not entertaining to see, this man go down.
And they're growing up in the same fatherless home, possibly, that he grew up in. And it could be a generational thing going on. And that's what I mean when I say rehabilitate. Stop it in its tracks. He's wrong. I agree. He's wrong. But going to jail, I don't know. What does that do? And again, last thing I'm going to say, there's so many black people in jail, black men in jail, who are in there for crimes they didn't even commit. I don't know. It's just not equal, and it's not fair across the board. I don't know.
Exactly. No, I definitely, I get you. And, but promise you all, we will be back next week with more updates. That the story is not going away no time soon.
Right. Oh,
so yeah.
And P. Diddy, if you're watching us,
and Fox, if you see this episode, we're ready.
We're ready.
We're just waiting on you.
We're ready, Fox. Listen, we have been emailing back and forth. I'm watching you. Mike is ready. I'm ready. We have our audience. We have our engagement. Give us the check. Give us the money. Put us on. Mike, what's your closing words?
Closing words. Be yourself. Be transparent in who you are. Get up in the morning and, don't put on a mask. Yeah, don't put on a mask. Well, just be yourself. You say you do put on a mask?
Yeah.
Well, just try to take it off here and there so it won't become you.
It's me. You for 8 hours a day.
The mask ain't you yet, because you're your own person. But love yourself, because we all want to love ourselves. But and that's my
support, y'all. Make sure you support this show. At the end of the day, support the show. Share it with your friends. Share it with your church. Share it with your community. Share it with your neighbor. It's free. Share it.
It's right. It's nothing gonna harm. And we need to do a bat signal for C Darling. She wasn't in the chat today.
Oh my God, where is C Darling?
She probably thought that we were on our official channel. C Darling, where are you?
And where's C Darling now? Hold on, we ain't got no gas to get to the work. Dollars. We was banking on that money.
Okay, but thank you everybody. Thank you Sky Blue. Thank you Tressa. Thank you Ham. Thank you Shauna. Thank you Shanae. Thank you Robert. Thank you Cool Character. Thank you everyone.
Tressa, even though you mad at me, Robert, even though you mad at me.
78 Cat. 78. I don't know. I wonder what that handle means.
78 Cat.
I don't know. Thanks, Jermeek.
Thank you, 78. Cool Character. We love you.
Yes. Please tune in next year.
That name sounds so familiar. That's scary. 78 Cat. We said that. Listen, bye guys. We will see you next week on our official channel. Look out on our Instagram. We will see you next week.
Peace.